Let's begin broadcasting. Thanks, Brad. Welcome, everyone. I'd like to call to order our regular city council meeting via Zoom and YouTube for August 17th, 2021. Can everyone please join myself, for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance
to the flag
of
of
the
the United States of America
and
to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Always feels so awkward on Zoom.
We're never going to get that right.
Just a touch.
It was so nice when we did it in person. It was so nice.
Yes, that was a nice meeting.
Yeah,
I missed it.
We were really good, Doug. We did it so well. Pledge of Allegiance.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
We rolled
I
right
look forward
into
to the next one in 2022 or 3 or whenever it's going to be.
Oh gosh.
So we'll move on to the roll call, Sylvia.
Mayor Mays,
Here.
Council President Rosner,
Here.
Councilor Garland,
Here.
Councilor Browse,
Here.
Councilor Young,
Here.
Councilor Griffin,
Here.
Councilor Scott.
Present and accounted for.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sylvia. We have approval of the agenda.
Make a motion to approve the agenda.
Second.
Thank you, Kim and Russell. Discussion on the motion. All in favor of approving of the motion to approve council the agenda, approve the agenda, say aye.
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 Thank you. We have a long consent agenda. I will read A through K. Item A is approval of the August 3rd, 2021 City Council meeting minutes. Item B is approval of the August 7th, 2021 City Council meeting minutes. Item C is approval of the August 9th, 2021 City Council meeting minutes. Item C is approval, item D, is resolution 2021-072, authorizing the city manager to enter into a contract with Highland Commercial Roofing, Pacific Northwest LLC, to replace the roof at the Civic Building. The Civic Building is our library, city hall building. Been 20 years, so not surprising. Glad we're on top of it before we have a problem. Item E, resolution 2021-073, reappointing Matthew Kaufman to the Sherwood Budget Committee. Resolution 2021-074, reappointing Paul Mayer to the Sherwood Budget Committee. Item G is resolution 2021-075, authorizing the city manager or city manager pro tem to sign an intergovernmental agreement with Washington County for participation in the South County Mental Health Response Team. Excellent. Item H is resolution 2021-076, appointing Mike Schultz to the Sherwood Police Advisory Board. Item I is resolution 2021-077, appointing Maria Schapp to the Sherwood Police Advisory Board. Item J is resolution 2021-078, appointing Mike Meyer to the Sherwood Police Advisory Board. And item K, the last item on the consent agenda, is resolution 2021-079, authorizing the city manager or city manager pro tem to purchase Sherwood broadband network equipment.
I move consent.
Second.
Thank you, Renee and Tim. Discussion on the motion. All in favor of approving the consent agenda as presented, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, council. Next on our agenda is citizen comments. We have at least one, I believe, citizen comment this evening. Is that correct, Sylvia?
That's correct, Mayor.
Would you like to read the citizen comment?
Yes, I would. Thank you. This email came from a Cindy Sousa, and it was addressed to the Sherwood City Council regarding Sherwood West update and UGB expansion discussion. As the family of Ida Wilkes, we support the city of Sherwood applying to Metro to have Sherwood West be included in the UGB in the 2021 application period. In order to move forward with Mom's dream of her property adding to the Sherwood West division, it would be helpful for our family to work together on this now. Since our ages range from 56 to 68 at this point, the next few years are our best opportunity to be involved so Mom's voice is heard. Her property has a big section of the Chicken Creek wetlands and riparian buffer zone that she would love to see as a Sherwood Park area of trails for families to explore and the creek for catching crawdads. Another roughly 5 acres that are buildable, Mom would love to see with family housing to include a central community area for those residents to enjoy. Thank you for your consideration. Respectfully submitted, Cynthia Souza.
Thank you, Sylvia. And thank you, Ms. Souza, for your comments. Next on our agenda is presentations. Each year we like to recognize outstanding young people, young adults in our community. And one of those items is recognizing outstanding high school students from the previous academic year. We're virtual because of the Delta variant, and just trying to be extra cautious and smart, and I don't want to be in a meeting wearing a mask. And anyways, so we're not doing this in person. So this year, we're like last year, we have a slide presentation in which we are going to recognize academic achievement for those high school students that received a 4.0 GPA for the entire school year, seniors through freshmen or freshmen through seniors. We're going to recognize OSAA superior ratings and medaling in band. And we're going to recognize OSAA first team all-state athletics. So let's show off some kids. And thanks to staff for putting this together.
While these scroll by, I'll just say congratulations to all of the outstanding young members of our community being honored here. So well done.
It's always great to see, to see folks, families that pretty awesome. A lot of proud parents and a proud community. Even with all of the challenges of last year, these young adults did remarkable with their studies. Now, full disclosure, we did have music planned, but we had a technical error, clearly. So we just get to talk over bits of this.
I was thinking we needed music. Well, bummer.
We had good intentions.
Maybe the mayor could hum a tune.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could sing.
Silence might be better.
Speechless, it looks like.
I say I'm not a parent of a outstanding singer, and I would think it would run in the genes.
Oh, it does not run in the genes.
Amazing job by all of our students here in Sherwood getting these straight A's, especially in a pandemic year. It's truly
And
amazing.
all state athletics right now. Great job.
Super awesome. Super awesome. So you all have certificates. We'll be sending them out to you. Again, on behalf of the entire city council and the city itself, congratulations on your achievements. We're proud of you all. The seniors, we hope and wish you all the best in your endeavors this fall in the next chapter in your life. Moving down our agenda is city manager report. Kristen?
Hello, yes, sorry about that. We did have music planned and thank you for making some comments. It was getting a little awkward, sitting there in silence. I don't have any specific announcements tonight, but if anybody has any questions, I'm happy to try to answer them or have someone from my team jump in.
Questions for Kristen or the team?
I have a quick one for Craig.
Yeah.
So great job on Pine Street. You know, got the nice slurry seal. I guess that's the technical term for it. And all the lines are on it. What's next, Craig? What's the next big? Do we have another big road project coming up?
Put him on the spot.
I probably caught him off guard.
We
Oh, there
do.
he is.
Actually,
Sorry, Craig.
we have paving projects that are going to be happening. One of them is some of Mansfield, the bottom side of Division Street. But the slurry seals that's all that we're going to be doing this year. So that, and
Okay.
there was one on Murdoch Road. We had some issues with cars driving through that one. So they were back in this week to make repairs. And there was one of the street over off of 12 and Sherwood Road that we did Gerda going up to the.
Oh, yeah.
peak. So
It looks great. Yeah.
the seal's done, and that'll just be some of our paving projects the rest of these fall season.
Thanks.
Yep.
Baker Murdoch looks great, Craig. Kudos to all your team on that. That's a fine looking road right now.
Thank you. It turned out pretty good, besides a few tire marks.
I'll just chime in here a little bit for Kristen, not necessarily a question, but I listened to the last hour of the Washington County Board of Commissioners meeting today. And if proposed legislation gets passed through, we might be needing to pivot to outdoor dining again. And I just think as a city, we should be prepared for what that might mean. Unfortunately.
Yeah, there was a literally out of nowhere proposal during the work session today.
I
Well,
attended the work
Tim?
session.
Yeah, go right ahead. I was busy after I made comments yesterday, and
I attended the work session on behalf of the mayor, and it was sold as just an update on the state of COVID. And the chair had mentioned ahead of time that she had some breaking news from the state on COVID stats and stuff like that she was going to share with us. She invited the mayors. Again, I covered for Keith. We got into and it was just sold as an update, policy update. And we got into the meeting. They did a presentation. The staff report that they presented had all their recommendations did not include shutting down restaurants in the county, at least for indoor dining. And we were all able to comment on that. Most of the recommendations were just the stuff we've always heard, wear a mask, socially distance, all the stuff that we know helps bend the curve. She shut down commenting for the mayors and went into a discussion with the council, or the commissioners. And then that's when Catherine unloaded and said, we need to shut down indoor dining. So this was after any ability for the mayors to comment on it. There's been zero outreach to cities and schools on what this could look like. Washington County is doing the best job in the state in terms of vaccination numbers and hospitalization rates and case rates. I mean, we're leading the state, so I have a hard time understanding how just shutting restaurants down in Washington County is going to help solve for hospital capacity issues when we have most of our patients that are coming into the Region 1 hospitals in the metro area are coming from the Roseburg area, Medford, and Eastern Oregon. Some of us during the meeting, not even knowing that that was going to be the proposal, implored the county to keep pushing on the state to manage this and look at statewide solutions. So that's my opinion on the meeting, but it wasn't a fun meeting. Felt like we got sandbagged a little bit in that meeting.
Yeah, and watching that last hour, I was very disappointed. It did definitely make it seem like input wasn't wanted. I know there was one commissioner really advocating for more conversations to take place and with our cities and with our mayors and our restaurants and our businesses. And that was sort of shut down. And I don't know, I'm disappointed in the county for not thinking that the cities need to be part of that conversation.
Yeah, and to be clear, people need to get vaccinated. I mean, we need to do what we need to do to make sure we bend the curve on this. And if there are measures that are going to help, it needs to be well thought out, backed by science. And again, I think this is a statewide thing, and Washington County going it alone. I didn't see any data that was presented that showed me how Washington County going it alone is going to help with our in a demonstrable way with our hospital capacity issues. And so it was disappointing. It was a disappointing meeting.
So with all that said, I just bring it up as a city, we're going to need to be prepared because we're going to have businesses again that have no outdoor dining area and they'll have no options. And it's going to be very sad.
Yeah, I think, well, there's going to be tremendous engagement by the business community and people from around the county with our county commissioners in the coming days. And we'll confirm what we believe is the likely process in which the county would be acting. And if we're correct, nothing could happen for at least 14 days. Because to declare an emergency and waive the 14 days requires a unanimous vote, similar to our two reading rule, requires unanimous consent of those present. And the feedback during that Tim and other mayors shared with me was currently it is definitely not unanimous with the current Board of Commissioners. So if they start, once we see what they're proposing, if they still go down this road to find out a schedule and find out the reality of what process they're going to take, what we believe is the process, there is ample time to prepare if we need to prepare. It's still my expectation that what happened today will be backed off of after rigorous engagement outside of a work session by a lot of folks, but we'll see. On any other questions for staff, for Kristen and the team? Yeah, for those that joined in on Friday, League of Oregon Cities, we did a 90-minute statewide call with the governor's office, Oregon Health Authority, the Department of Emergency Management, covering drought, wildfires, but mostly the Delta variant, to understand what's going on and the challenges outside of the metro areas when it comes to, communities that have lower vaccination rates and what they're seeing with Delta and cases going into the hospital, either standard hospital beds or ICUs. Very interesting. And yeah, get vaccinated, everybody. Council announcements.
I guess I'll go just to kind of tag on to those comments there. Yeah, just again, I'm saying this all the time, but I'm going to keep saying it, echoing what's been said here. Please get vaccinated. If you're watching the numbers, we had 2,941 cases yesterday, the most that we have had since this pandemic started. This pandemic is not over. I think we've set our high 3 times in the last 8 days or something like that. 838 people currently hospitalized for COVID, which is 86 more than yesterday. We're trending the wrong direction. We have 222 people in ICU because of COVID right now. So, I mean, I just can't stress it enough. I mean, please get vaccinated if you can, wear masks. We're doing it again. I get it. It sucks, but this is what we need to do. Please. And in more cheerful news, in recent meetings, so last meeting or the one before that, when we passed our murals plan along with our public arts plan, any of you eagle-eyed citizens of Sherwood who are driving southbound on Pine Street might have seen the side of Symposium getting a fresh paint, coat of primer paint. They have started work on our mural, it looks like. So hopefully that will be up soon, and we will have a bright, colorful mural depicting some of the great features of Sherwood for all of us to see every day. So keep an eye out on the progress of that. It's going to look great. Really excited for that. And that's all I've got.
Awesome. Thanks, Sean. Doug? You're muted.
I'll start by piggybacking a little bit on some of the statistics that Sean just shared. You know, as we all know, the overwhelming majority of the people being hospitalized are not vaccinated. Vaccines do work. They don't completely prevent being infected, but they do great. If you are infected, they greatly reduce the seriousness, and that's been pretty overwhelmingly supported by the data. So I would echo, please get vaccinated. It works. Moving on, Planning Commission had a very lengthy and robust conversation last Tuesday in a work session around residential design standards, which, as we talked earlier in our work session, is one of the 5 current work tracks that all need to be completed before we move forward with many residential plans around Sherwood. So they had, I think we met for over 3 hours. It might have been close to 4. Very detailed, very robust conversation. The planning commissioners are being extremely thorough, bringing up many good questions, many good ideas, many good points. And they're back at it again next Tuesday. So they will be first getting an update on the comprehensive plan. I think they're starting their process of finalizing the comprehensive plan and getting that ready for hearings. And then the second part of the work session will be another round of getting some feedback on staff proposed changes to the residential design standards. And I'm sure there's going to be another round of significant, robust conversation there. So Tuesday night, the agenda is up on the website. It'll be available. I think you can watch it live if you want, or it's certainly available on the YouTube channel. Well, actually, take that back. I don't know if it's a work session. I'm not sure if it's broadcast, so I'll defer to staff on that one.
Awesome. Thanks, Doug. Russell?
I would think it would have to be broadcast during COVID times, right?
Yeah. Let's see. I want to talk about Robin Hood Festival, which is going to happen in September on the 24th and 25th. And I want to talk about 1993 and Super Bowl halftime. Michael Jackson. Remember how good? It was such a great show. I think I was only like 15 at the time. Maybe not. And I remember watching it.
What year were you? What year are you saying you were 15?
Okay, hey, it's my time. My time.
Wait a minute.
And I remember watching the TV and I thought, who is that guitarist with that huge hair? Remember that huge hair? And she came out to the, you remember that? She's coming to the Robin Hood Festival with her band. She's going to be the Friday night show. Her name is Jennifer Batten and Full Stream. I don't know. She still has kind of big hair. It's not quite as big as back in '93, but she's coming. So she was Jackson's guitarist for like 10 years. So she's world class. So she'll be a Friday night. And then of course on Saturday night, we have Hit Machine. It's going to be great. Masks, yes, masks, whatever. Still, I'll eat my corn dog on the side with my mask, a jar, whatever. It's going to be great. So it'll be fun. You guys stop laughing and come, everybody come. And if you want to volunteer, go to the website and, sign up, and you can wear a hat and do all kinds of fun stuff. Don't forget the knighting is going to happen, and we have the big parade is going to be at 10 o'clock on Saturday. Oh my gosh, it'll be so great to have the festival and the car show back this summer. I'm so excited. That's it.
I want someone to take pictures of you eating a corn dog with mustard and ketchup on the side of your mask. Sort of, yeah.
It'll be great.
Be great.
Yeah, I'm gonna go put my arm around that statue in your front yard while I eat my corn dog. So.
Yeah, of Erica. Yeah. Kim?
Yeah, so I don't have too much to update. Thanks, Councilor Rosner, for filling in for me last week for the Community Development Block Grant Committee. Hope it was enthralling for you. I know they were going over the application for the home applicants for the this year's cycle for home applicants. So, and then coming up next Saturday, cruise in Sherwood. So that's going to be fun on the 28th, right? I believe that's what my calendar says. I'm signed up to help that day. So they also have opportunities. You can go to their website if you want to sign up to help with that. And that's all I have.
Thanks, Kim. Renee?
I was just going to reiterate, cruise in Sherwood, we still need help in the beer garden. I know that's one location that still need lots of support. So as Kim said, go to the website and sign up. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks. Tim, did you talk already? You did. Do you want to talk again?
Well, I was just gonna say that I was gonna mention cruising too. I'm signed up to drive the golf cart and pick up garbage all day, which, by the way, is the best volunteer job at cruising. But yeah, it should be a fun event. Looking forward to Robin Hood Festival as well. And just to pile on a little bit about getting your vaccinations, support your local businesses. Get your vaccinations. Let's keep the economy open. Let's keep people employed. The science is there. It's clear. Get your vaccinations.
Yeah. Last week, in addition to the League of Oregon Cities meeting, met with quite a few different landowners and developers for Sherwood West. So that was interesting conversations, good conversations. Even met in an informal way, also with our newest Washington County Commissioner, in which Tim joined me, Nafisa, and that was very nice to spend some time getting to know her last week. Yeah, that's a sample. Yep, get vaccinated, makes a difference. Story I shared on Friday in the league meeting was, if hospitals all get full, what happens when there's an emergency? And someone in my extended family was in that situation 7 weeks ago when the hospitals were not full, doctors were not tired, they were on their game, they took care of my family member. There was an ICU bed available for all the time she needed, and then a space in a rehab facility to be able to go to. So she was lucky, whereas if that were to happen today, especially in big parts of the state, not such good luck. So you never know when you need help, be it hit by a drunk or some other medical emergency. So please get vaccinated. Please tell your friends around the state to get vaccinated.
And I'll just add, this is definitely hitting the younger folks right now. I have cousins who had a cousin on their other side of their family. No relation to me, my cousin's cousin, 21 years old, passed away Sunday, COVID, college student. I don't know her vaccination status, so I'm not going to make any assumptions or not assumptions, but it's hitting our young people. So
yeah. Thanks for sharing, Kim. So that's, I think, all of that. We are going to adjourn the city council meeting and go to a URA board of directors meeting. Are we going to stay on this Zoom
Staying
call?
here. Yep.
So we're staying here. So we are adjourned from the city council meeting. And as soon as I click on the packet on my computer, we will pivot and call to order our regular Sherwood Urban Renewal Agency Board of Directors meeting for Tuesday, August 17th, 2021. Sylvia, roll call, please.
Chair Mays,
Here.
Vice Chair Rosner,
Here.
Board Member Garland,
Here.
Board Member Browse,
Here.
Board Member Young,
Here.
Board Member Griffin,
Here.
and Board Member Scott.
Still present and accounted for.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sylvia. We have one item on the consent agenda, that is approval of the August 3rd, 2021 URA board meeting minutes.
I move consent.
Second.
Thank you, Renee and Kim. Discussion on the motion, hearing none, all in favor of approving the agenda, the motion to approve the agenda, say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, board. Julia is going to take us away with our one item under new business, which is URA Resolution 2021-005, approving a minor amendment to the Sherwood 2021 Urban Renewal Plan dated May 18th, 2021 to reduce the area bound from 582 to 581 acres.
Thank you. I didn't expect that when we adopted the new urban renewal area that we would be doing a boundary adjustment quite so soon, but this is really just a cleanup, a housekeeping item. When the city of Tualatin was having their legal description reviewed for their new urban renewal area, it was realized that there was an overlapping piece, and upon closer look, that overlapping piece is actually in the city of Tualatin and not the city of Sherwood. So we didn't have any projects in that intersection. It's the intersection of 124th and Tualatin Sherwood Road. We didn't have any projects in the intersection. We don't need it. By reducing it, it's not an acre worth of area, but because they round down to the nearest whole number, that's why it looks like an acre. So basically, AKS, who did our legal description, is also doing Tualatin's legal description revised, our 78-page or 75-page legal description fairly quickly. I was happy to see that. And what you have in front of you is the revised legal description that accurately reflects a boundary that is within our city.
Thank you, Julia. Questions for Julia?
Why can't you just talk Tualatin into giving us the land?
That is such a good question.
That's how you over-deliver, Julia.
Section and
There should have been some arm wrestling here or something, you know?
Yeah, some kind of a contest. I say the mayors go have like some kind of a wrestling match or something. So
there you go.
Frank and Keith.
we're just nominating Keith for so many
too much
things.
of a belly laugh. Just want to say.
Sumo wrestling.
So, Julia, important to know,
Yes.
how many pages is their legal description of their
I
proposal?
don't know that, actually. I'm sure it is not remotely as long as ours, but I will check and let you guys know at a later date.
It'd be nice to
Okay.
know if we broke a record. On
Oh,
that.
I know we broke a record.
Can we
Theirs
discuss
was
with
like
Tualatin
3.
moving? Can we discuss with Tualatin, making sure we get those welcome to Tualatin and welcome to Sherwood signs moved to the correct positions?
I already mentioned it, Kristen.
All
I did. I said, call them up and say, hey, we're taking it down. Where do you want it? That's what I told her to say. So she's going to be nice about it, diplomatic about it. So
We could just leave it on the corner of 124th and Tualatin Sherwood Road.
yes, yes. Put a sign that says for free.
Stormwater
Yeah.
swale.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. So, any other questions or discussion on the resolution? Motion?
I make a motion to approve URA Resolution 2021-005, approving a minor amendment to the Sherwood 2021 Urban Renewal Plan dated May 18th, 2021, to reduce the area boundary from 582 to 581 acres.
Second.
Second.
I apologize, Sylvia. I don't know who seconded that, so I'll let you give the credit to one of them.
With Counselor Scott.
Thank you,
I didn't-
Scott.
Says Counselor Scott.
Says Counselor Scott.
But of course, you're not a counselor here. You're a mister.
That's
Oh, yeah.
right.
So you're
Mr. Chairman.
disqualified.
So
Board
Mr.
member
Scott
Scott.
seconded it. So thank you for the motion and the second discussion on the motion. Hearing none, all in favor of approving URA Resolution 2021-005, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you, board. The community, this will be a more regular occurrence, having both a city council meeting and an urban renewal board meeting. Since when you form a new urban renewal district, there's a lot more activity. Whereas before we were on year 20 of the other one, or year whatever, 20 something, and it's all winding down. So